Okay, good morning, students. My chat sound clear? Okay, thank you. Today basically we will focus on the MPSM Set B that I asked you all to do before the holiday that day. But at the same time, actually, I will go through every topics. Okay, so if you notice that I have given you a compilations of trial paper from all the states according to the topic. So I will roughly go through, okay, by topics. So maybe some of the questions we haven't seen before. Okay, the normal or routine questions, then I will skip lah because you got the answer scheme also. If you got questions, then you can ask. But I hope in these 3 days I can finish all the chapters. At least go through all the chapters lah. Maybe looks like 10. Okay, so we shall start our lesson today. Okay. This is the step 2 that I have. Okay, this is MPSM Set 2. Okay, this is MPSM Set 2. For the first questions, we have Chapter 2, Form 4. Okay, so ini ialah bab 2, Form 4. So, Raja 1 menunjukkan graf suhu melawan basa bagi penunjukan naphthalene, cooling of naphthalene. So, please make sure you read carefully and jot down means buatlah catatan apa-apa berkaitan yang penting. So, let's say first one, naphthalene. First of all, tolong ingat apa formula naphthalene. What is the chemical formula of naphthalene? See? C10H8. So this is C10H8 and then buat catatan terus di sini. This is a molecule. Okay. Sebab kalau bab 2, in chapter 2, if you are given a graph, tak kisahlah cooling ataupun heating. Dia mesti akan tanya what happened at this temperature. Okay. Why temperature remain constant? Okay. Saya rasa every one of you has been memorized. Why temperature remain constant? But we have to be a very specific answer. Mesti sebut tentang apa yang diberikan. Di sini diberikan naphthalene. So we must remember this is molecule. Nanti ada gunanya. Okay. So first, A1, what is the meaning of freezing point? So freezing point is the temperature where freezing. So freezing is liquid turn to solid at certain pressure. Okay, kena masukkan pressure juga sebab different pressure you will have different freezing point. So soalan freezing point, melting point, boiling point adalah sama saja cara jawab dia. Okay, tak kisahlah freezing point ke, melting point ke, boiling point ke, cara jawabnya adalah sama, yang kita berubah hanya pada state-nya. Okay, where you mention apa state yang tertentu. Dari upper change to upper. So this is the definitions of freezing point, melting point, boiling point. So A2, what is the freezing point of naphthalene? So berdasarkan soalan, your freezing point will be the constant temperature. So ada di sini. Okay. So your answer should be Y2 degree Celsius. Ini kalau state. So ingat, kalau soalan minta kamu label from the graph. Okay, saya rasa hari tu dah keluar dalam paper 3. So I remind again, if you are the one who asked to label in the graph, make sure buat dash line sini. Tak kisahlah dash line ke line apa, but you must show on the graph and then bulatkan sini. Okay, and label here, this is your freezing point. Ini kalau diminta kamu label. Okay. Next. Why temperature from L to M remain unchanged? Okay. So ini ialah cooling curve. So kalau L to M remain unchanged, this is because heat energy loss to surrounding is exactly balanced with heat energy release by particles. Kalau you tengok answer scheme ataupun you tengok buku teks, dia tulis particles. Tapi I nak ingatkan, these particles, you have been identified as the beginning of the questions. Tengok sini, kita dah identify dari awal-awal sekali sebab soalan ada bagi this is naphthalene. Ini adalah naphthalene. So, tak boleh tulis particles. It must be released by molecules. Okay, so ini tolong ingat soalan dah diberikan apa bahan kimia yang dipakai. So you need to identify the type of particles. Is sama ada atom, molecule atau ion. Cuma sepanjang ini soalan yang kita jumpa is always molecules. Jarang kita dapat atom atau ion sebab atom or ion they need a very high melting point ataupun freezing point. Okay, so heat energy released by molecule. Okay, belum habis When they attract to each other. Ini ialah untuk cooling. Okay, heat energy loss. Balance with heat energy released by molecule. So, soalan yang sama, dia akan minta, sometimes it will come out heating curve. So, kalau heating curve maksudnya terbalik lah. This is cooling. So, kalau heating, it will be also the same. Okay, temperature. So degree Celsius, this is time in second. So dia akan naik. This is also your Y2. Okay. Cuma bila dia jadi heating, Y2 ini akan jadi melting point. Okay. Kena ingat freezing point and melting point are the same. So kadang-kala dia bagi cooling curve, then ask you to sketch heating curve. Ataupun dia bagi heating, ask you to sketch cooling curve. So you need to label the important part lah. Y1 and Y3 tu tak label, tak ada masalah. Okay. So it will also ask you why T1 to T2 remain constant. Why temperature T1 to T2 remain constant. So kalau bab ini keluar cooling curve, that's all lah. Dia akan tanya why. Okay, so when it is why, this is because heat energy absorb. Sekejap. Saya tulis Y ah. Oh, sorry, Y2 ah. Sorry. Thank you, Hari. Okay, so heat energy absorb is used to overcome the forces of attractions between molecules of naphthalene. Kalau tak ada naphthalene, it's still okay. Tapi at least between molecules. So sama juga, molecules kena sambung. Saya harap heating curve yang keluar lah. Sebab heating curve actually lebih senang. Tapi actually setiap tahun dia suka cooling curve. Okay. So this is regarding heating curve, cooling curve. Dia tanya temperature remain constant. Dia suruh you label where is your melting point, where is your freezing point. Okay, paling-paling dia suruh you label lah. What is the state between? Okay, so this is cooling. So it will start liquid here. So here is liquid plus solid. So this part is your solid. So kalau cooling, heating, dia akan start sini solid. So sini ialah solid plus liquid. And then here is liquid. Kena ingat kena sampai point ini, this part only baru semuanya liquid 100% turns into liquids. Dekat tengah-tengah campuran ni ialah perubahan keadaan. Okay, dia ada campuran dua-dua states. Okay, so heating and cooling curve. Then it asks you to draw the arrangement of particles. So drawing arrangement of particles, dia dah bagi tahu betul-betul pun ini ialah solid. So when you draw solid, make sure size lebih kurang sama. Tak payah penuhkan satu kotak. Okay, at least 3 times 3 lah. 3 lajur, 3 baris. Okay, jangan macam saya ada terkeluar. So remember bringing in your ruler that you already punch. Okay, kalau you ada punch, then bawa masuk ruler. Okay, so this is solid. At least 3 by 3. Kalau liquid, pastikan semua bersambung dan tidak mempunyai susunan yang teratur. Okay, whatever lah macam mana you nak lukis. Tapi tidak teratur. So this is liquid. And the last one is gas. Gas paling senang. Lukislah. Dia berada berjauhan. Okay. Soalan yang ini except drawing. Selain draw. Kadang-kala dia suruh you state the arrangement. Okay. Kalau untuk state, nyatakan solid adalah closely packed and arranged orderly. Okay, susun secara padat dan teratur. Liquid ialah closely packed, padat juga, but padat pula tengok. Closely packed but not orderly, but not arranged orderly. Closely packed but not arranged orderly. Gas, it will be further apart. Gas yang kena jaga tak boleh tulis far. Kalau BM is berjauhan. Okay? Jauh, far is rejected. Tak boleh, salah. Okay? Dia mesti menunjukkan antara dua. Kalau nak tulis jauh, dia kena tulis sangat panjang. Jauh antara satu sama lain. Jarak yang jauh antara satu sama dengan lain. Okay? Far distance between each other. Okay, but that one is the secondly options answer. Maksudnya bukan jawapan yang first keluar dalam answer script. Okay, so next it will ask you type of particles. Ini dari awal tadi kita dah buat. This is molecule. So, untuk step ini is regarding heating and cooling curve. Okay, apa lagi dalam heating and cooling curve yang tak ada di sini? It cannot be I'm the one only who mentioned from the beginning until the last. What else that can be asked? Kalau keluar heating and cooling. Okay. Thank you, Hong Chun. Super cooling. Jayang, super cooling. Okay, yes. Super cooling. Okay. Super cooling is a minor temperature drop from your freezing point. Okay, let's say this is your freezing point. Super cooling adalah sesuatu keadaan di mana suhu jatuh dengan cepat, mendadak dan turun ataupun lebih rendah daripada takat didik anda, takat beku anda. Okay, super cooling only will be occur at your cooling curve. And super cooling occur is because of temperature drop drastically. Okay, it's because of you didn't stir continuously during cooling. Okay, anda tidak mengacau apabila buat eksperimen. So, kalau keluar super cooling, one is ask you to draw the, sketch the graph. Okay, macam ni, suhu, and then time, second, and then ask you to label where's the super cooling, ataupun di sini dia suruh you tambah super cooling. So, remember, super cooling only a minor drop. Okay, suhu jatuh sedikit daripada takat beku anda. Jangan buat besar-besar. Wah, Besar macam ni. No. Cannot be a very big drop. A very small drop, then balik. Okay, a very small drops. Okay, then kalau nak mengelakkan super cooling, so you need to stir continuously. Kacau sepanjang masa. Semasa penyejukan. Apabila you nak menyejukkan bahan kimia anda. So that one is heating and cooling curve. Dalam chapter 2, apa lagi yang kita akan ada? Okay, so kita tengok set kertas soalan yang cikgu bagi. Tadi cikgu dah go through for, this is the one that I already sent to you. Okay, so from Penang tak ada apa. Dia tanya tentang atom, ionic formula, temperature, bromine. Okay, so you can go through all this lah. Saya pun dah bagi jawapan. Kalau saya tengok macam ni tak ada apa yang very suspicious, maksudnya yang pelik-pelik. Ask you about particles. Okay, cooling curve. Ada satu, this one. This is from Batu Pahat. Okay, identified state. Okay, kalau nak identify state, cara yang senang, dia dah bagi lebur didih. So, you put a line in the middle. Okay, buatkan kotak dia. Okay. After takat didih, sorry ya. Saya terlebih satu line pula. Okay. So when we have the kotak like this, when we have table like this, then you need to identify cara yang cepat. After takat didih, here is gas. Okay. Before takat lebur, here is solid. Okay, so in the between, this is a liquid. So, nyatakan bahan yang wujud dalam keadaan pepejal pada suhu bilik. So, you put in your suhu bilik. Where is your suhu bilik? So, negative 101, negative 35. So, 27 is here. Okay. Then, your 27 is here. 27 is here. 27 is here. 27 is here. Okay. So, check your 27 at where. Okay. Dia macam line graph. Okay. Masukkan nombor. Okay. So, it can change lah. Not necessary suhu bilik. Boleh 100. Okay. So, solid, you have S, you have T. Okay. And then the next one. Bahan manakah yang akan melalui proses pembekuan, freezing process, when there is 2 degrees Celsius? Okay, so I change another one. 2 degrees Celsius. Pembekuan means it turn to solid. So 2. 2 is here. 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 Okay. So will be undergoes pembekuan. Means it will be from liquid turns lah. So it should be your RST. Okay, so this is also the chapter 2 will be come out. So nanti you boleh tengok. Apa dia tanya actually? Bahan manakah yang akan melalui proses pembekuan yang diletakkan dalam peti ais yang mempunyai 2 degree Celsius? Ona, I'm a bit curious with the answer. R. Cecair kepada pepejal. Okay. Okay. So I know. Okay. Kita tengok soalan ini. This is from Batu Pahat. Untuk B1. Okay. Kalau 2 degree Celsius, RST also is a solid. Okay. Tapi untuk soalan B1, we only accept R. Okay. We only accept R. Why? Kenapa hanya R saja diterima, yang lain tak boleh? Anyone? Melting point lower than room temperature. Okay. Okay. Boleh terima. Explanation yang betul ialah sebab dalam soalan ini dia nak freezing process. Okay. Dia nak freezing process. Kalau freezing process maksudnya dia mesti boleh nampak liquid turn to solid. We cannot choose S or T is because it's already in solid state. That's why dalam soalan A, dia tanya siapa solid dalam room temperature. Kalau soalan B1 ask you explain why you choose R, you kena sebut in room temperature R axis and liquid. Okay. S dan T tak boleh dipilih sebab mereka sudah dalam bentuk solid. That's why I kata soalan ini a bit interesting. Okay, not a normal questions kalau keluar yang ni lah. Biasa soalan yang keluar melting point, boiling point is always just okay, at room temperature apa state dia. If 100 degrees Celsius apa state dia. But this B1 is a very interesting questions where it's asking you about the process. So you have a lot of answer, but we only can choose a very jawapan yang paling accurate. Okay. So this is B1. Then it asks you to sketch. And then this is just now YLM. And then this is SPM 2021, which is last year questions. Okay. Okay, this one I think is version 1. Okay, tengok this one ah. This is version 1 dalam chapter 2. Okay. Tadi kita bincang tentang heating curve, cooling curve, then atoms, molecules, ion, and then the solid liquid gas. In chapter 2, actually we still have one more is subatomic particles. Which is your proton, neutron, electron. So, dalam subatomic particles, selain proton, neutron, electrons, dalam ni juga, after this, then we will learn about your proton number. And then we learn about nucleon number. Apa yang cikgu tulis ni, nanti you kena tengok all the definition ah. proton number, nuclear number, then it will ask you to write your electron arrangement. And then is the valence electron. What is your valence electron? And the last one is your isotopes. So, dalam isotopes, kena ingat, there is two. One is questions about uses with example. Maksudnya contoh isotop dengan kegunaannya, you kena hafal lah. The normal one, the C13, the iodine 131, your cobalt 60, your Na24. Ini yang biasa keluar. And the next one is yang tak keluar tahun lepas ialah your relative atomic mass. BMJAR with percentage of abundance. Okay, dia minta you kira relative atomic mass-nya dengan diberikan peratusan kelimpahan semula jadi. Okay, natural abundance. So, kalau saya tengok tadi, saya rasa tak ada. Okay, this is the normal one, nuclear number, bilangan proton, standard representation, this is your AZY, jangan lupa. Okay, this is last year questions, it's asked about pemerjawapan. Okay, one more is about this, the process. Okay, sublimation process. Soalan ni, soalan senang dah. Tapi tahun lepas kita dapat belajar ramai yang salah this one. X react with Y to form compound YX2. YX2 undergoes sublimation process at -78 pemerjawapan. Okay. So, I nak tulis dekat sini je. Kita rewind sikit. We have solid. We have liquid. We have gas. Solid turn to liquid. This is melting. Liquid turn to gas. This is boiling. Boiling or evaporation lah. Okay. Gas turn liquid. This is condensation. Kondensasi. Liquid turn solid. This is freezing. Okay. Solid turn gas. Sublimation. BM pemerjawapan. Pemerjal terus jadi gas. Okay. Gas turn to solid. Apa dia? Okay. Deposition. BM? Jangan guna syllabus lama Syllabus lama is still sublimation. Itu ialah syllabus lama KBSM. You are KSSM. Inje White. BM. Ada orang jawab BM kan? Takkan seorang pun tak ada. No one? Jayang, Wei Sing, Mana satu yang betul? Spelling mesti betul Spelling mesti betul sebab ada meaning yang lain. Okay, E-N lah. E-N-D-A-P-A-N. Pengendapan. Sebab kalau pengenapan, N-A-P-A-N, meaning dia lain. Pemendapan pun meaningnya lain. Okay? So, this one is the process juga dalam chapter 2. Okay? So, ini yang biasalah. Ini, so this one pemejawapan, sublimation, so is solid, turn to gas. Okay, so state the movement of YX2 at room temperature. Okay, so tadi kita dah sebut tentang state, tentang arrangement. Another one is about movement. So kalau gas, there will be move freely and randomly. Okay. Jawapan yang paling tepat is bergerak secara rawak. Okay, perkataan rawak mesti ada. Only gas will be moved randomly. Okay, kalau liquid, it will move freely and in the liquid, throughout the liquid. Dalam liquid saja dia akan bergerak. Tapi kalau gas, dia akan bergerak banyak tempat. So, this one is version 2. What is meaning by version 2? Version 2 adalah versi untuk mereka yang COVID. Means dia tak dapat buat kali pertama. Tapi I rasa this year dah tak ada. There is no more quarantine or whatever. So, version 2 kalau tahun lepas kita ada second test bagi mereka yang COVID quarantine. So, this one pun saya tak pernah tengok. Okay, this question I also never see it. Okay, so apakah istilah bilangan proton dalam nukleus? So, this is terminology. So, number of proton ini terbalik lah. Biasa ialah dia tanya definition, what is proton number? So, this time dia bagi definition, it asks you what is the term. Apa istilah? Means your scientific terms. Your proton number, nuclear number, and so on. Okay, dua zarah subatom yang terdapat dalam nukleus. Okay, be careful, you want to be in the nucleus. In the nucleus, we only have proton and neutron. C, berdasarkan jadual 1, pilih dua atom yang merupakan isotop. So, come out isotope already. And why lah, give a reason. So, you have X, Y, Z. Bilangan proton sama. Bilangan neutron berbeza. So, your answer is X, Y. This is your dual atom. So, point 1. Point 2 is your reason. Give a reason. Make sure untuk reason, ayat mesti start both atom. Ataupun you kata atom X dan atom Y. Mesti ada perkataan atom. Don't give me they or. Tak ada. Okay. Both atom have same number of proton but different number of neutron. Okay. So, ini kena jaga Kalau explain why. Kalau tanya definition, maksud isotop, this one tolong hafal lah. Isotop sa atoms, ini tak boleh kurang of same element with same number of proton but different number of neutron. Okay. Untuk definition mesti ada semua. Atoms of the same element. Dia dah tak macam dulu. Dulu hanya terima ada atoms dah boleh. Now it must be a very specific and complete. Okay, so tak ada perkataan yang you boleh kurangkan. So this is about isotope. Then it will ask you, this is also in set 3. Selangor. So it's almost the same. And then ask about the uses. And then that's all lah. Chapter. Okay, ada lagi? Okay. Saya rasa itu saja untuk chapter 2. Untuk chapter 2, kalau one more is this one lah. Write the electron arrangement. Kena jaga-jaga. Okay, this is perak set 1. Okay, tulis susunan elektron bagi atom Q. Lukis susunan elektron bagi ion Q. So be careful with the terms. Kalau atom means it's still neutral. So Q is 2.8.1. Kalau ion, it must achieve stable octet. So it's 2.8. So you will get Q, nucleus, shell 1, 2, cell 2, 8, and then bracket plus. Okay, so this is about atom and ion. So done. Chapter 2. So ada lagi soalan untuk chapter 2? I rasa MRSM ni saya dah bincang betul. The calculations of this one. Ke you nak saya tunjuk juga? The percentage of calculate the relative atomic mass. Okay, you are given the percentage and ask you to calculate. Remember the formula? This is a new syllabus. Tahun lepas memang tak ada. So I'm not sure for this year. Kalau tak keluar paper 2 pun, it's very simple. It can be come out in your paper 1. So kena tahu how to calculate. So for this one, relative atomic mass ataupun JAR sama dengan take the nucleon number multiply with the percent. 28 darab 92 tambah 29 darab 5 tambah 30 darab 3 and then total divide by 100. Then you get your JAR. So our JAR, need to get my calculator. Anyone calculate together with me? Dah ada answer? $29 multiplied with 5 plus 30 multiplied with 3 divided by 100. So, you akan dapat 28.11. Okay, so this is how you calculate the relative atomic mass. No unit sebab relative, walaupun dia mass, but there is no relative. There is no unit. So, I rasa itu saja untuk chapter 2. Okay, ada soalan chapter 2? Ada? Okay, next I will go to chapter 3 sebab dalam set B ni dia tak ada satu spesifik dalam chapter 3. So, I sambung terus dalam sini chapter 3 ya. Okay, for chapter 3, usually jarang dia keluar dalam satu bab, satu soalan. Sebab chapter 3 is regarding your relative atomic mass, RLM, RMM, RFM. Okay, I rasa ini tak ada apa. Okay, atau ada pun is your RAM, relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass, relative formula mass. Hafal your definition. Maksud. And biasanya yang keluar ialah relative atomic mass lah. Relative atomic mass is the mass blah 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 1/12 carbon 12. Okay, so this is the one. So kalau betul keluar this one, soalan ini mesti ada. Why does carbon 12 choose as the standard? So kita tahu atom is a very small particles that we cannot measure the mass. So the mass of the atom is determined by comparing with 1/12 of carbon 12. Kita bandingkan dengan 1/12 1 carbon 12. So dia tanya kenapa you pilih carbon 12. Answer only got one. Carbon 12 is a solid that is easily to handle. Sebab sebelum kita pilih carbon 12, actually kita pernah guna hydrogen sebagai standard atom. Okay, sebagai atom piawai dalam membandingkan. Tapi lepas tu mereka tak pakai lagi hydrogen sebab hydrogen is a gas. Susah nak mengendalikan. So, kita guna carbon 12 sebab dia adalah pepejal yang lebih mudah mengendalikan. So, this is carbon 12. Okay. So, tengok gambar ni. So, kalau tengok gambar ni, dia suruh tanya. Berdasarkan Raja 3, nyatakan jisim atom relatif bagi J. So, what is the J relative atomic mass? Depends on the, based on diagram 3, what is your relative atomic mass for J? Anyone? Tak ada jawapan. Ke saya perlu naikkan sikit untuk you baca? Tak ada. 7. Yes. Relative atomic mass adalah 7. Just kira. Sebab kita bandingkan dengan 1/12 carbon 12. So, this one small part is 1. So, kalau J, so you just kira. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, your answer is 7. Okay. This is also a questions that is kita jarang jumpa. Okay. So, this is Kira saja Dia boleh bagi macam ni, satu, 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 ataupun dia bagi portion. Maksudnya dia bagi semua the one bulat and then elaboratekan the part. Pun boleh. So depends on the questions lah. So you tengok berapa. So the rest saya tak bincang sebab lebih kurang sama je. So beside the relative atomic mass, the next one, it was your molecular formula, your chemical formula. Okay, your molecular formula. And then your chemical formula. And then your empirical formula. Okay, semua ni kena baca balik your definition. Tak boleh tipu. Okay, so kalau keluar, it must be, akan tanyalah either one. Okay, so yang ni dia tanya formula of hydrogen gas. Okay, H2 lah, very simple, just follow. Okay, tengok C. Deduce two informations based on diagram 2. Okay, dua maklumat berdasarkan darjah 2. Ini ialah soalan dari Kedah. Okay, soalan ini kalau dulu biasanya macam ni. Dia bagi XO plus H2 produce X plus H2O. So you perasan tak? The same type of questions, but nowadays they like to be in diagram form. Kalau sebelum ini, soalannya ialah, okay, dia bagi persamaan kimia, dia tanya apa kualitatif dan quantitative informations from the equation. Ini saya rasa sebelum cuti hari tu saya pernah bincang. Qualitative is you mention about the reactant and product. Quantitative is you really mention about the mole. This is reactant and then product and then ratio and then their state. Itu ialah soalan yang biasa. Bagi persamaan kimia, dia tanya apa maklumat yang boleh didapatkan daripada persamaan kimia. Yang ni, dia hanya tukarkan persamaan kimia itu kepada gambar rajah. Your answer is still the same. So, for this answer, is still that 1 mole of XO react with 1 mole of H2 to produce 1 mole of X and 1 mole of H2O. Okay, 1 mol XO bertindak balas dengan 1 mol H2 untuk menghasilkan 1 mol X dan 1 mol H2O. So, dalam jawapan saya, walaupun I only have one sentence, but I already have the react. So, I know XO and H2 is the reactant. Produce, I know my X and H2O is the product. So, I dah dapat 1 mark on reactant and product. Second point is on my quantitative. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. So point 2 is about ratio of mole. So done. So nampak saja stimulusnya lain, soalan dia nampak macam lain tapi actually it's also the same. So jangan tertipu. When you saw a different type of questions, so you revise back dia dalam bab apa. Lebih senang. So next is for this one, crucible, the empirical formula experiment. So untuk empirical formula experiment, tolong baca balik all the steps. Kenapa buka sekali skala? Why the crucible need to be open once and why to allow the oxygen enter so that the combustion's complete. Okay. And then calculation, empirical formula. And then what is your empirical formula? So ini ialah SPM version 2. I rasa version 1 tak ada. Okay, I think version 1 tak ada. This is not the version 1, it's still trial. So SPM kali yang kedua, okay, versi yang kedua dia come out this one. So you have the hydrogen gas combustion tube panaskan. Okay, cadangkan oksida R. Okay, this is one is gas hydrogen, how to get gas hydrogen, magnesium and acid lah. Apa acid saja tulis, HCl boleh, sulfuric acid semua pun boleh. Cuma yang ni kena ingat, saya rasa I pun dah cakap banyak kali. For empirical formula, kita ada dua jenis. Jenis yang pertama, yang jenis ini ialah untuk reactive metal. Okay. This type is for more reactive metal, which is your Mg, your Zn, your aluminium. Okay. This one is for less reactive metal, which is your Pb, your Pb, Fe, Sn, Cu. Kita jarang pakai Fe. Okay, kita jarang pakai Fe. Usually it's this three. Okay, Fe dia tengah-tengah, so usually kita tak guna Fe lah. Guna this three is enough. Pb, Sn, Cu. So cuma kena jaga cadangkan oxide of R. Oxide of R. So you need to write oxide of lead. Or you write lead to oxide. Jangan tulis lead saja. Ini salah. Sebab dia bukan tanya cadangkan R. Kalau cadangkan R, so your R is lead. So kalau oxide of R, you kena tulis oxide of lead ataupun you write the name lead 2 oxide, copper 2 oxide. Okay? Perkataan oxide kena tulis, jangan buat logam saja. Okay? Yang ni memang diorang pantang. Okay, so calculation saya tak bincang. Empirical formula yang ni calculation, you pergi tengok sendiri. Okay, next one, satu lagi adalah this. Tolong kira betul-betul. Tolong tengok soalan betul-betul. Dia nak apa? When you are given a diagram, when you are asking about empirical formula, molecular formula, kira saja. C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C6, H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So H is 6. Kalau you kira based on diagram, that one we call it molecular formula. Dah siap kira, kita tengok boleh ringkaskan lagi tak? Okey, boleh bahagi dengan 6. So you get CH. So this one is empirical formula. Okay. Saya harap soalan yang macam ni keluar sebab ini adalah yang paling senang. You just calculate. Kira daripada diagram. Okay. Kira daripada diagram. So the next one it will ask you to buat calculation lah, equilibrium. Okay, satu lagi is this one, balance equation. Okay, balance betul-betul, tengok betul-betul, then you will get. Okay, so this one is version 1. Oh, ini gambar rajanya tak ada. Ini ialah yang crucible. Ini ialah yang tube. Okay. Saya nak bincang soalan ini. Okay. Saya nak B saja. What is your X and Y? What is your Y and Y? Sebab tadi saya ada sebut sikit, but I think my answer is not the correct answer. Tak lengkap. Okay, what is X? Hello? Okay, X is main axiom. Y, you use main axiom. Kalau kita jawab Mg is reactive metal, salah. Dia kena very specific. Mg is more reactive than hydrogen. Mesti banding dengan hydrogen. X is more reactive than hydrogen. Okay, so Y is your PB. So your answer, it will be less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, sebab ini sudah melibatkan reactivity series. It's actually in your redox chapter. Okay, kalau okay, saya beritahu kenapa mesti ada perkataan hidrogen AgAu. The first one that I write is your electrochemical series. I convert it into the reactivity series. So bila dia jadi reactivity series, di hydrogen akan naik 3 tempat, which is here. So for the determinations of empirical formula of the metals, okay, your method 1 and method 2, our standard or our reference is your hydrogen. Above hydrogen, which is the more reactive metal, zinc, aluminium, magnesium, is used method 1. That's why we say more reactive than hydrogen. It's above hydrogen in the reactivity series. So for the second one, which is below hydrogen, not this hydrogen, this is the electrochemical series hydrogen. We refer to this hydrogen, which is your SN-PbCu, which is below, is less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, so this one is SPM 2021. In not accept a very general answer, more reactive metal or less reactive metal only. Mesti ada perkataan then hydrogen. Okay, so I think that's all for the chapter 3. Okay, yang lain lebih kurang sama, or the calculation saya tak mention lah. Okay, so if you want to tengok, almost the same. Okay, so the qualitative and quantitative informations. Okay, empirical formulas. Okay, this is the essay lah. What is empirical formula? Cadangkan X and Y. This is Kelantan 2022. Dia modified the questions from SPM 2021 to become the essay part. So lebih kurang sama, just is the calculation part is a lot of font. Okay, so suggest X, suggest Y, and explain. So jawapan sama dengan yang tadi. Just that this one is essay, you need to write on your own lah. And then calculate empirical formula. And then write chemical equation. Okay, so that one is chapter 3. So we already covered 2 and 3. So then saya nak pergi ke chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4. Dalam this one, ada di belakang sikit, I think. Okay, chapter 4 in the MPSM set 2 is your question number 6. Okay, so kalau tengok question number 6, you dah boleh agak soalannya sepatutnya lebih sukar. Tapi saya harap you can score your chapter 4. Sebab soalan chapter 4 actually pusing. Dia keluar part yang sama saja. Okay, it's almost the same. And usually 4 and 5, they might combine. Okay. Bab 4, bab 5, biasanya mereka boleh combine lah. So usually chapter 4, you will saw this lah. You will have a part of your periodic table. You are given PQRS, T and U. And then remember apa yang paling basic dulu lah. Okay. So you have group 1 until group 18 sini. You have period 1 sampailah period 7 di bawah. Okay, so period adalah dari kiri ke kanan, group adalah dari atas ke bawah. So kita ada 18 group. So remember group 1 kita panggil alkali metal. This is all the minor basic concept ah. Group 2 kita panggil alkali earth metal. Group 3 kita group 3 to 12 kita panggil dia transition metal. And then you will terus pergi group 17 which is halogen. And 18 which is your inert gases. Okay. So ini ialah nama-nama untuk group. And then dalam ni apa yang biasa ditanya, dia akan tanya tentang definition untuk group, definition untuk period. Okay, vertical column in the periodic tables of elements. Okay, horizontal rows of elements in the periodic tables of elements. Okay, tak kisahlah group atau period, dalam you punya jawapan, mesti keluar at least sekali perkataan elements. Jadual berkala. So, I tak kisahlah you tulis di depan, you write horizontal row of elements in the periodic tables. Ataupun horizontal rows in the periodic tables of elements. Perkataan elements ataupun unsur mesti keluar sekali dalam definition group atau period. Okay. And then the rest, what we'll be asking, the simple one is you need to identify how you get the group. Group is depends on your number of valence electron. Period is depends on your number of shell filled with electrons. Okay, so ini yang biasa akan tanya. Then the rest, it will asking about why group 18 in it. Okay, because they achieve stable, duplet, atau octet electron arrangement. Okay, and then it will asking about size. Kena ingat, dari atas ke bawah, size jadi semakin besar. Dari kiri ke kanan, size jadi semakin kecil. Okay? This is a very basic, mesti tahu. Kalau you dah fulfill, you dah pandai semua ni, the next one ialah go to the higher level, it will ask you about reactivity. Okay, so biasanya reactivity mesti explanation lah. 2 to 3 mark. So kalau group 1, reactivity increase. Kalau group 17, reactivity decrease. Okay, kita nanti tengok ada tak soalan yang tanya kenapa, why. Explanation start from your size, atomic size, and then start second point about your nuclear forces of attraction, daya tarikan antara nukleus dengan elektron. And then point 3 is on accept atau release elektron. Senang atau sukar untuk menerima, menarik ataupun membebaskan elektron. And then what else will be asking? Okay, the next one is all the reaction lah. Group 1 apa reaction dia? Okay, kalau group 1, Na tambah air, Na tambah oksigen, Na2O tambah air, group 17 Cl2 tambah air, Cl2 tambah Fe. This is a few example of the chemical reactions that you need to read through in chapter 4. Okay, tapi kalau you rasa you tak sempat, tak dapat hafal, you just baca sekali lalu lah. Okay, but the rest, the reactivity kena ingat, and then the properties of the transition element. Okay, ciri-ciri logam peralihan. And the last one adalah your oxide. You ada acidic oxide, you have basic oxide, and then you have amphoteric oxide. Okay, so ingat amphoteric oxide must become from your Al2O3, tak ada benda lain. Acidic oxide is from your non-metal oxide. Oksida bukan logam, and basic oxide is from your oksida logam. Okay? So ini ialah secara keseluruhan your chapter 4 lah. So number 6A, nyatakan satu unsur yang terletak di kala 3. It just only need 1. So you just give 1 is enough. So the answer can become from S, T, or U. Okay, kalau dia tak ada sebut 1, then you need to write all. Kalau only 1, you can choose any one lah. So what is the meaning of period? Okay, so yang ni cikgu dah beritahu tadi, what is the meaning of period? The horizontal rows of elements in a periodic table. Okay, so BM version, baris mengufuk jadual berkala unsur. So at least ada sekali unsur. So this one, elements depan, elements belakang. So kalau at least sekali pun boleh lah. So kalau you nak, you boleh baris mengufuk unsur dalam jadual berkala unsur pun boleh. Okay, so this is your period. Okay. Set ini, chapter 4 dia tak banyak. Dia terus combine dengan compound. Bab 5, chemical bonds. Unsur P dan R boleh membentuk satu sebatian kimia. So you check your P. P is group 1 but P is what? P is the first one. So you must remember P is actually your hydrogen. So P must be in P2 because this is hydrogen. And then I have R. R is group 18, group 17, group 16 here. So your R is actually your oxygen. So R, it should be R2. So write the chemical equation for the reactions between element P and R. P is non-metal. R is also non-metal. So kalau you tak boleh, then we need to write their electron arrangement. P is 1, R is 2.6. Bukan logam, so we will get covalent compound. So R need 2 more, P need 1 more electrons. So the formula we will have P2R. So P2 plus R2, we will get P2R. So actually kalau you buat H2 plus O2 is easier. You know you will get H2O. So balance equation 2. Okay. Untuk buat persamaan kimia, you must remember the example of your diatomic. Ada beberapa unsur yang akan wujud sebagai diatomic, which is your F2, Cl2, Br2, I2. Secara semula jadi nak buat persamaan kimia, it must be using diatomic. And then your O2, N2, and your H2. Okay, ini yang biasa kita akan tertinggal. So don't put the H only, don't put the O only. Dia kena ada 2. Okay, so next. Yalah, siapa ni? So kita tengok bab 4. Okay, so soalan bab 4 usually is a very common questions. Macam ni, siapa halogen? And then it asks you to write the equation. And then all the reactivities. Okay, ada soalan tentang bab 4? Perlu saya buat reactivity? Do we need to discuss the sample answer of the reactivities? Tak ada. If no, then I assume you can read 2 on your own. Ada masalah? Okay, if no, a lot of trials, they focus on the period 3 oxide. Okay, sebenarnya chapter ni diorang suka juga keluar oxide in period 3. So you must remember if period 3 oxide, just now I already run. Okay, you have 3 acidic for non-metal oxide, basic is metal oxide, and your amphoteric oxide is the aluminium 2O3. So you must remember for your acidic oxide, it can only react with alkali. For the basic, it will only react with acid. But amphoteric is the oxide that can react with both acid and alkali. So that one is chapter 4. Okay, so if you want to go through the questions, then you can check the example of questions of Negeri Sembilan 2022, question number 6. So this is the oxide lah, oxide W, oxide X, oxide Y. So this is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. This is the acid, HNO3. So this one can dissolve, this one no dissolve. So means oxide W is acidic oxide. Okay, it must terbalik. Okay, NaOH is alkali. So when it can react with alkali means it's acidic oxide. Okay, so oxide X, X2O, this one cannot, this one yes. This is acid. So the one that can react with acid is your basic oxide. So this one can dissolve, this one can dissolve. So this is your amphoteric oxide. So you actually already know this Y2O3 is actually your Al2O3. Amphoteric oxide only got one example, which is your aluminium oxide. Okay? Okay. So this is identified the type of oxide. Okay, not identified the name. So the type of oxide, you just write acidic oxide, basic oxide, or amphoteric oxide. Okay. The rest, I think, is almost the same. Just that, okay, based on this, if I'm asking you to arrange the elements W, X, and Y according, arrange the size of atom of blah X, W, X, and Y in ascending order. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, W, X, Y. Okay, yes, the answer, sorry, W, Y, X. You must remember, if acidic, this is non-metal. So when you put into periodic table, here is metal. Aluminium must be in your middle. Here is your non-metal. So size will be from big, become small. So where is your element? W is here, Al here, and your basic is your metal oxide. So your X is here. So you want to be according to ascending order. So it will be W, Y, X. Okay, so kena ingat metal di kiri, non-metal di kanan.
Yes, 16. Kopi aku.
Hello. Okay, So, done chapter 4. Okay. Ini apa? Hello? When you saw this? Tetra, amine, copper, 2 ion, hexa, aqua, ferret, 2 ions. Yes, this is your complex ion. So, jangan tertipu. Okay, so the question will be very simple lah. Just asking the characteristic of transitions elements. So that's all. So this is the essay. So you can go to check the essay. So next we go to chapter 5. Okay, dalam set ini, chapter 5 is combined. Okay, so chapter 5 is a very small chapter in Form 4. Chapter 5, Form 4, you have your ionic bond. You have your covalent bond. Okay. These two, I think I don't want to explain more. Saya rasa yang ni kita dah banyak berbincang. So please revise back how to write the essay if this one come out. Make sure you know the accurate answering technique. Okay, your punya masalah bukan pada you tak tahu macam mana nak buat, but your answering technique. Remember your word atom. Okay, in the essay, what you should have. Start from your electron arrangement until the formula of the compound. Okay, tolong tengok balik. Okay. After ionic, after covalent, then you will learn about metallic bonding. Not metallic first. It should be hydrogen bond first, right? Okay, it's about hydrogen bond. So hydrogen bond, make sure you know your definition. How to form hydrogen bond. Okay, it's a bonding between hydrogen atoms that is attached with your more electronegative atom, which is you have NOF. And with the hydrogen bonding, it will affect your melting and boiling point. It will also affect your solubility in water. Okay, it can dissolve in water, even it's a covalent compound. After hydrogen bonding, then it will be your metallic bonding. Okay, same definition. And then it's about how you conduct electricity. And then is your dative bond. Remember definition and the example of dative bond. Sebab dalam your SPM syllabus, your dative bond is only come from your NH4 plus and your H3O plus. Okay, I think the last part is your giant molecular structure. And simple molecule. Okay, so this is chapter 5. So dalam ni dia tak ada chapter 5 banyak sangat. It just asks you to compare. And then kita tengok soalan negeri lain. This is your SPM 2021. So SPM 2021, it come out ionic compound. You are given Na and Cl and write the how is the bond, state the type of bond. Okay. Write the formula kimia for the chlorine molecule. So this is Cl2. Na react with chlorine to form a Q. Write the type of bond in Q. So this is metal. This is non-metal. So the bond is ionic bond. How about the answer of 2? How we are going to answer? State how is the bond is formed. Because this is only 1 mark. If the first one come in AC, it's 5 mark. So you will start electron arrangement, blah, 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 blah. Tapi ini 1 mark. Apa jawapan dia? Hong Chun kata Na donate electron, Cl accept electron. Okay. Konsep betul, teknik salah. Kalau ada electron, it must be Na donate, apa saya buat? Na atom donate electron. Mesti ada perkataan atom. Na atom donate electron. While Cl atom accept electron. And if you want to use this answer, must be have both donate and accept. Okay? Jawapan sangat senang, iaitu jawapan Ying En. How is the bond is formed? By transferring of electron. Okay? So this is how is the bond is formed. Okay. Junho tulis ion with opposite charge attract each other. That one is what is the bond? Bukan how ah. How is bagaimana? Okay, bagaimana? Satu donate, satu accept. Junho answer is you refer to what is actually the bond. Okay, the bond is actually the forces of attractions between the ions with opposite charge. And the forces, we call it electrostatic forces of attractions. So that one is actually when you ask you to define ionic bond. Okay, terangkan apa itu ionic bond dalam sebatian NaCl. Okay, Apa itu ionic bond? So, that ionic bond is the electrostatic forces of attractions between the oppositely charged ion. That one is what is the bond, and this one is how. So, kena tengok betul-betul eh. So, write the equation. Remember, Na is still Na because it's sodium atom. Chlorine must be Cl2. Yang ni tadi saya dah sebut. Okay, a few elements must be in diatomic. So, jangan lupa, then only you get your NaCl, balance equation 2, and here 2. So, calculation saya tak buat. 2.3 grams natrium bertindak balas dengan klorin berlebihan. Hitung jisim bagi sebatian Q yang terhasil. And, okay. And this one, kalau saya tak silap, for this paper, soalan 4 ini, dia ada dalam satu page yang baru. Okay? But you need to find your relative atomic mass on your own. Perasan tak dekat sini dia tak tulis. So that time kita dapat banyak pelajar yang tak buat soalan ni. I pun tak tahu kenapa tak buat. Okay, it's actually you can go to find on your periodic table also lah. Okay, boleh dapat daripada your periodic table also. Okay, so your NA. So this is version 2. So actually lebih kurang sama. Actually, version 1 and version 2 lebih kurang sama. Nyatakan jenis zarah, state the type, give the physical properties, and draw the electron arrangement. So that one is version 2 SPM. So this is about all the ionic bond. So this is covalent bond. So tengok this is terangkan how. Okay, they like to explain how the chemical bond is formed. But this one, 2 marks, right? This one, you jangan kata by sharing of electrons. Okay? Kalau 1 mark, yes. 1 mark is you just write by sharing of electron. Because this is covalent compound, right? Okay. Ini 2 marks, so you need to write a very specific answer. Berapa H, share berapa dengan O. It must be a very specific. Then you will write 2 hydrogen atom share 1 pair of electron, okay, with 1 oxygen atom. Ataupun you start daripada beginning. Okay, hydrogen atom contribute 1 and 2 hydrogen atom is needed to share with 1. Pun boleh. Okay, so you check back your answer. This is Police 2022. So how to sharing? Ni pun sama. Okay, how does bagaimana mereka form the types? Okay, kalau this one is 1 mark, then you just write sharing electrons. 2 marks, then you need to be very specific. Okay, so this is sodium oxide and sulfur dioxide. This is comparison covalent compound and ionic compound. So kena baca covalent compound and ionic compound. Okay, ionic compound dissolve in water. Ionic compound conduct electricity in molten or aqueous state. Ionic compound have high melting and boiling point. Okay, so another one, your covalent compound will be terbalik lah. Okay, so I just want to show this one is come up with your trial also, right? Sama saja. This is actually Putrajaya. questions. Okay. And then why there is no questions in this one? This is compare ionic and covalent compound. Bandingkan ionic dan covalent compound. Okay. Okay. This one. This is metallic bond. How the formations of metallic bonds. Bagaimana pembentukan metallic bonds. So it need to be started with your valence electron. Which is easily donated and then delocalized. Okay, after it delocalized, the metal will become the metal ions. And then all this valence electron that is delocalized is moved freely in the metal structure. Okay, so kalau yang ni 4 marks, you kena refer back to your buku teks lah. Dia memang banyak. Okay, so it will form, and the last one, it will form a sea of electrons. Biasanya, it will not until 4 marks macam ni. Kalau explain how the formations of metal bonds, this one actually around 2 marks saja. Kalau bagaimana conduct electricity, 4 marks, yes. Sebab there is one more point. Okay, the free moving electrons bring the charge. Okay, then this is the how the dative bond form. NH4+. So ini I rasa jawapan pun dah diberi. This is Pulau Pinang Set 2. Wait, okay, wait. I scroll too far already. This is already chapter 6. Johor, Selangor, Putrajaya. Okay, this part. Okay, so this is just now the metallic bond. So I say, usually it not come until 3 marks. This is only 3. This is only, not the 4 marks, this is only 3 marks. Okay, this is, okay, this is the dative bond. Okay, if dative bond, you must have the pasangan electron bebas, which is your free pairs of electron, which is, or you can call your lone pair electrons in the ammonia molecules will share with the hydrogen ion. And I want you to add on, mention about your ion hydrogens. Do not have any electrons. Okay? Dia ada 2 syarat for dative bond. Dative bond, first you must have atoms which is you have pasangan elektron bebas. Okay, syarat pertama ada atoms yang ada lone pair. Satu syarat lagi adalah ada satu yang tak ada elektron langsung. That's why it will share from the lone pair. Okay, lone pair akan terus bagi pada yang tak ada elektron langsung. So that one is dative bond. Okay, so next, saya rasa chapter 5 lebih kurang sama. This is also the compare. Okay, for the comparison, this is electrical conductivity. Kalau electrical conductivity, kena ingat in mole Covalent langsung tak boleh. Ionic compound hanya pada molten dan aqueous. Kalau ada solid dan molten, apa I tulis? If that one which is solid and molten, this one is metal. So it will ask about your metallic bond. So like this one, solid, molten, yes, yes. So R is metal. No, yes. This is ionic compound. No, no. This is covalent compound. So when it starts about the bonding, so it will become metallic bonding. Ionic bond. And this one will be your covalent bond. So state how the bond is formed. Ionic bond is by transferring of electrons. Okay, so then is this, does tea soluble in water? Explain your answer. Okay, solubility jarang tanya explain. Tapi negeri ni dia tanya explanation. This is from Pulau Pinang. Usually, comparison of ionic and covalent compound, they would like to biasa mereka suka tanya pada electrical conductivity. The part explain lah. Maksudnya dia nak explain electrical conductivity, and then dia suka tanya tentang melting and boiling point. Satu yang jarang tanya ialah solubility in water. Sebab in all syllabus, belajar tak belajar. You are KSSM, you are different. So you need to memorize. You kena baca sikit. Okay. What is this? Penang. Ada pergi begitu jauh. Oh, you didn't give the answer this one. Ke I terlepas? Pulau Pinang. Negeri Sembilan. PBD. Okay, this one. Oh? Oh, here. No. Okay. Wait ah. It asks you, is it soluble? T is ionic compound. It should be soluble. Jawapan dia salah. Ke saya salah tengok? No. Okay. This one, I need to buka buku teks. Because this is a new, not new lah. Dia jarang tanya. So we need to read through a bit. Chapter 5. On 4, sorry. Okay, solubility of ionic compound and covalent compound. Most ionic compound are soluble in water but not soluble. Most covalent compound. Okay. First one. When dissolved in water, the first point, water molecule overcome electrostatic force between ions. And breaks down the lattice structure of the solid compound. This is point 1. Okay. Why it can be soluble in water? Why ionic compound can soluble in water? Because water molecules overcome the electrostatic forces. This is a very general answer also actually. Di mana saya tak sebut kenapa water boleh overcome. Kalau you nak tengok kenapa water boleh overcome, this is because the partial negative charge of the oxygen atom and partial negative charge at the hydrogen atom attract to your Na plus and Cl minus. Okay. Senang cerita, you tengok gambar raja ni. This is your water molecule H2O. You saw this is like a delta plus, a delta plus, a delta negative. This one we call it partial positive. Not partially, sorry, partial. Ini actually kalau dulu cikgu belajar apabila saya dah masuk universiti. This is, tapi tak boleh banding dengan saya lah sebab I don't have form 6. Okay? So, dia ada separa positif pada H, dia ada separa negatif pada O. So, H dan O di water molecule akan pergi tarik negatif ion dan positif ion dalam ionic compound. Dan tarikan air, okay, the partial charge itu lebih kuat. Sehingga dia boleh overcome electrostatic forces between ions. This is a very detailed already. So, tadi hanya 2 markah, right? So, you no need to write until so detailed. So, kita hanya bagi tahu water molecules overcome electrostatic forces between ions and breaks down the lattice structure of the solid compound. Kalau you nak lebih detail, not detail, you nak lebih jelas, then you say ionic compound here. Point 2, ini. Water is a polar solvent. You nak buat dulu polar solvent pun boleh lah. Okay, so this is why ionic compound dissolve in water. And then, why ionic compound do not dissolve in covalent solvent ataupun organic solvent? Organic solvent, dia tak boleh overcome electrostatic force. And point 2, organic solvent is not a polar solvent. So, organic solvent senang sikit. Okay, saya ulang Ionic compound dissolve in water because water is a polar solvent. Water can overcome the electrostatic forces. Ionic compound cannot dissolve in organic solvent because organic solvent is not a polar solvent. cannot overcome electrostatic forces. Done. Okay. How about covalent compound? Covalent compound are neutral, do not carry any charge. So it does not dissolve in water. Okay? Kalau dia covalent, covalent are neutral, do not carry any charge. So dia tak ada charge, dia tak ada electrostatic forces, so water tak boleh putuskan, so memanglah tak boleh. Okay, so you saw this one answer scheme. It's neutral, it didn't have charge. Okay. Then why covalent compounds soluble in organic solvent? Okay. This one, molecules in covalent compound are soluble in organic solvent. Sebab organic solvent is also covalent compound. They have same type of forces of attraction. Mereka semua ni adalah covalent compound. So mereka ada daya tarikan yang sama, which is your van der Waals forces of attractions. So since they have same forces of attractions, so they can soluble. Okay? So this is solubility of ionic compound and covalent compound, dan saya rasa soalan ini jarang ada lah. The rest is the same. So this is jari yang basah membantu menyelak helaian kertas. Turn the page of a book, not only page of the book, including your plastic bag, including your rambut yang basah, nampak lurus. Okay, this is all because of the hydrogen bond. Okay, so I nak pesan untuk explain hydrogen bond. Untuk explain hydrogen bond, mesti beritahu saya you have high electronegativity atom. Siapa yang high electronegativity atom? Okay. This one is actually your NOF. So you kena tengoklah dalam tu ada siapa. Ada N ke, ada O ke, ada F. So dalam water, yang ada ialah O lah. Okay. So O ini akan tertarik dengan hidrogen pada selulose ataupun molekul kertas. Ini yang kena hafal, di mana you need to remember in your plastic, in your paper, there is a cellulose. Means you have hydrogen in your cellulose molecule. Okay? So, yang ini pun ada dalam buku teks. The example I think is more clear lah. Lebih jelas. Right? Okay, this one. OH. Okay. So tengok, mesti sebut siapa yang high electronegativity. And then yang ini akan tertarik dengan hydrogen. Okay. So tarikan ini ialah your hydrogen bond. So kalau example, ada hair. So in your hair, you have your protein molecule. Okay. When there's hair, is protein molecule. Dalam protein molecule pun ada O. Okay. When there's paper, okay, paper pun ada. O daripada air di tangan akan tertarik dengan H di paper. Okay. So yang ini, cellulose in paper consists of hydrogen that are bonded to oxygen atom. Okay. Water molecule H2O on the wet finger form hydrogen bond with the cellulose in paper. Because of that, paper will stick to the finger. So, kurang satu lah. Kena sebut oxygen atom is high electronegativity atom. Okay, untuk chapter 5, hydrogen bond, dative bond, metallic bonding, semua ni adalah syllabus yang baru. Okay, kalau you tengok past year paper, saya rasa tak ada. Okay, tahun lepas tak keluar. Okay, tahun lepas there is no hydrogen bond. Okay, tahun lepas there is no hydrogen bond, no dative bond, no metallic bonding. Tahun lepas hanya ionic bond. Okay, kalau saya tak silap. Yes, only ionic bond. Just that one just now, the 4A. Even essay tak ada. Okay, so you need to read through a bit lah. Sebab tahun lepas tak ada kan. So kita susah nak identify dia nak keluar bila. Walaupun dia adalah syllabus baru, but it still can be come out in exam. Okay, sebab dia memang dah ada dalam syllabus. So that one is about chapter 5. Okay. So chapter 5, kalau keluar ionic and covalent, I rasa lebih mudah untuk you all lah. So if you go through trial negeri lain, they are also more focusing on the ionic and covalent bond. Ada juga beberapa soalan yang tentang new topics. Okay. And the last one is this one, structures of simple molecule and giant structures. Saya rasa yang ni macam saya dah pernah. Okay. It's a bit the same. Okay. So this is giant molecule. Giant molecular structure. This is simple molecule. Okay. So for giant molecule and simple molecule, it's also a new subtopic. So it's a bit different from the normal covalent compound. Okay. So simple molecule or your simple molecular structures is a normal covalent compound. You have low melting and boiling point. You cannot dissolve water. You cannot conduct electricity. Okay. You have strong covalent bond. Okay, this one kena ingat. Strong covalent bond in the molecule, but you have weak van der Waals forces between molecules. But for giant molecule, it's a very large structure. You only have strong covalent bond in the molecules only. There is no weak van der Waals between molecule. Ini tak wujud. So the things that you need to remember is there is no weak van der Waals forces between molecule in giant structure, because in one giant molecule is only one molecule. Dalam satu molekul gergasi, dia hanya ada satu molekul saja. Dia tak ada molekul lain. So kalau you tengok this one, ini adalah satu molekul. Dan dia boleh sambung lagi. So dia boleh jadi satu yang sangat besar dan semua connected as one. Tapi untuk like water, dia kan macam ni, water molecule. Ini satu molekul. Ini satu molekul. So dalam simple molecule, dia ada banyak-banyak molekul yang wujud bersama. So dia akan ada forces of attraction, daya tarikan antara molekul. Tapi giant molecule tak ada. Sebab dia hanya ada satu, macam mana dia nak tarik dengan orang lain. Okay, dia tak ada orang lain. Dia hanya ada satu molekul saja. So there is no weak van der Waals. Because of this, their melting point will be different. Comparison yang paling utama dalam simple molecule dan giant molecule ialah simple molecule low melting point, sebab yang kamu nak pisahkan adalah weak van der Waals forces. Tapi untuk giant molecule, you have high melting and boiling point. You have high melting and boiling point sebab dia tak ada weak van der Waals forces yang nak di overcome. Dia hanya perlu break the covalent bond. Okay? So itu perbezaan dia untuk simple molecule and giant molecule. Okay, so this is the uses. Rasa tak ada apa. Okay, so kalau keluar this one, kena jagalah. So for this part, usually it will ask you to compare melting and boiling point. Okay, compare melting and boiling point. So this is the essay part. This is the melting point and boiling point. Ini ialah jenis ikatan. So you can go through all the example here lah before go to chapter 6. Okay. Untuk chapter 5. Dia suka keluar melting and boiling point. Before you answer, you need to know what is the type of questions they want to compare. First one, kalau compare melting and boiling point, first type is compare ionic and covalent. So you tengoklah, adakah dia minta kamu banding antara ionic and covalent. Kalau banding antara ionic and covalent, this is very simple. You have strong electrostatic forces between ion. You have weak intermolecular forces of attractions between molecules. So this one high, this one low. Jenis pertama. Jenis kedua, This is covalent. This is also covalent. So, untuk jenis covalent dan covalent, ada dua kategori lagi. First, you check ada hydrogen bond tak. Okay? If you have hydrogen bond, kalau hydrogen bond maksudnya you kena cari H yang tertarik dengan N atau O atau F. So, kalau ada hydrogen bond, takat didih dan takat leburnya tinggi. Kalau tak ada hydrogen bond, takat didih dan takat rendahnya, takat didih dan takat leburnya rendah. So you need to mention lah. Okay, this one got hydrogen bond, this one got no hydrogen bond, this one high melting point, this one low melting point, and then you explain why you have hydrogen bond and why this one don't have hydrogen bond. Okay, so when you have hydrogen bond, means you need to overcome intermolecular force and also hydrogen bond. So you need to break up two. You kena pecahkan dua. Satu intermolecular, satu hydrogen bond. So takat didih dan takat lebur tinggi lah. More heat energy diperlukan. Kalau yang tak ada hydrogen bond, you just only overcome intermolecular force. That's why dia jadi rendah. So you kuranglah tenaga haba yang diperlukan. Itu kalau dua-dua bahan kimia yang diberikan, dua-dua ialah covalent. Satu jenis lagi ialah simple molecule dengan giant molecule. So, sama juga simple molecule you overcome with intermolecular force. Kalau giant molecule, you break strong covalent bond between atom. Sebab giant molecule bukan between molecule tapi dia between atom. So that one is melting and boiling point dalam bab 5. Okay. So, saya rasa itu saja untuk this one. Ada soalan untuk this chapter? Ada yang nak tanya? Ataupun ada part yang you dah baca tapi you tak faham? No. If no, I nak tengok. I nak you tengok this one. This B. Why there's difference in the boiling point? Okay, yes, correct. One got hydrogen bond, another one don't have hydrogen bond. So your explanation need to be very careful. So tengok, this one is essay Kelantan. Actually sekarang you dah tak boleh baca nota banyak baca soalan. Okay. Esei Kelantan. Takat didih sebatian N lebih tinggi. Oh, I don't like this question. Jawapan ni tak okey. Okay, point 1 betul. Okay, because kalau you tengok, ini M, ini N. Sebab soalan dia kata bandingkan takat didih. Explain your answer. So, nampak nombor negatif 161.6, positif 78.3. So, point 1 kita kata boiling point of N is higher. Semua orang mesti boleh dapat point ni. Sebab you just bandingkan berdasarkan apa yang diberikan. Okay. After boiling point, then kita tengok apa perbezaan dia. CH. So, ini covalent. CHOH. Ini pun covalent. So, kalau covalent, dia akan pergi kepada apa yang kita sebut tadi, bandingkan adakah dia simple ataupun dia giant. Okay, untuk giant molecule, dalam silibus kamu, giant molecule hanya sikit je SiO2. Your giant molecule is your SiO2. Your carbon, which is diamond and graphite. Ni je. Kalau you tengok soalan ini, dia adalah CH3, CH2OH. This is actually your ethanol. So, ini juga simple molecule. Ini simple, ini pun simple. So, kalau simple and simple, maksudnya ini ada a very special thing which is you have O here. So, maksudnya ini ada hydrogen bond. So, your point 2, you were right. In compound M, no hydrogen bond. In compound N, hydrogen bond exists as oxygen atom a high electronegativity atom present. So, ayat ni saya dah bagi tahu M tak ada hydrogen bond, N ada hydrogen bond. And kenapa N ada hydrogen bond? Sebab N ada oxygen atom yang high electronegativity. Okay? Ada oxygen atom yang tinggi ke elektronegatifannya. So, that one is point 2. 4 marks, eh? Okay. Point 3. Less heat energy is needed to overcome the intermolecular forces. Sorry, the weak intermolecular forces between CH4 molecule in M. Okay, so dalam M, saya hanya perlukan tenaga haba yang sedikit untuk mengatasi daya tarikan antara molekul dalam M. Okay, less heat energy. But in N, more heat energy is needed. Okay, kenapa N perlukan lebih banyak tenaga? Okay, sebab dalam N, selain intermolecular forces, you kena mengatasi hydrogen bond juga. So, kita akan sebut more heat energy is needed to overcome weak intermolecular forces of attraction between C2H5OH molecule itu satu, and also to break the hydrogen bond in compound N. Okay, maksudnya you kena mengatasi weak intermolecular force and juga hydrogen bond. Point 1, sini. Siapa lebih tinggi? Point 2, satu ada hydrogen bond, satu tak ada hydrogen bond. Point 3, satu less, satu more. Point 4, satu hanya intermolecular force, satu lagi ada intermolecular force and hydrogen bond. So, ini ialah jawapan yang lebih sesuai. Sebab kalau you tengok sini, M ada ikatan daya, so lebih banyak. Okay. So, dia tak sebut kenapa, dia tak sebut dalam M ada juga daya antara molekul. You must remember, for covalent compound, at last not only more hydrogen bond, but you also need to overcome the forces of attractions between molecules. This answer is based on our buku text. So, you must remember all the answer must refer to buku text. So, tengok. Ini dalam buku teks. This is the compare. Compound in the form, in the covalent compound, there are hydrogen bond form. Okay. Dalam C2H5OH ada hydrogen bond form juga berselain weak van der Waals force. Okay. So, more heat energy required to overcome the weak van der Waals and also break the bond. So, dia ada dua. So, chlorine tak ada hydrogen bond. So, you tengok perbezaan dia, comparison dia mesti start daripada satu ada hydrogen bond, satu tak ada hydrogen bond. Okay, one you need more heat energy, one you need less heat energy. One you only overcome the weak van der Waals force, another one you need to do two things. Weak van der Waals force and also break the bond. Okay, so if you want to be more complicated, then you also can put in here lah, strong hydrogen bond. Then it will be more specific that you need more heat energy. Okay? So we done chapter 5. So, I rasa yang lain tak ada apa sangat. This one you just can go to double check lah. This is hydrogen bond and dative bond. Okay. So, next kita sambung. So, dalam sini ada question number 6. Kita dah. This is garam tak terlarut kan? Okay. We check on page 5. Kena Huana, nak cari ada tak acid base? Okay, it's okay. We go to the next chapter. Chapter 6. Question number 5 is chapter 6 form 4. Okay. Basically, chapter 6 form 4 can be divided into 2. The first part is on your acid and base. Okay. The second part is on your salt, garam. So we focus on acid base first. So for acid base, revise back your pH. Okay, means your calculation lah. How you calculate your pH. And then is your relationship pH with concentration. And then is your strong and weak acid. It's still under pH. Huh? So pH of strong acid, pH of weak acid, and then acid base. The next one is your chemical reactions. So acid is more, which is acid plus metal. We got salt and hydrogen. And then we have acid plus metal carbonate. We have salt plus water plus CO2. And then you have acid plus alkali, which is you got salt and water. So this is the chemical reactions of acid, and usually come out is your chemical reactions of acid lah. Alkali is lesser, but it still can be come out if you want to go to have alkali. Alkali, you can react with acid. You can react with your cation, which is your cation test, your metal ions. Then you will get the cation gas. And then you heat it up with ammonium, then you get the ammonia gas. Okay. So this is about the chemical reaction. And the one more that I will tertinggal is your role of water. Okay. Peranan air to show acidic or alkaline properties. Okay, so remember not everything will be show acidic and alkaline properties if they are in dry, solid. Kalau dia adalah pepejal yang kering, no water. When they are in glacial state. Okay, glacial usually is for your glacial ethanoic acid lah. Okay, glacial ethanoic acid. So these two no acidic properties unless you add water. After you add in the water, then only okay. So anything I left out for the acid and base part? I think that's all for acid and base part. Okay. One more is your acid base indicator. Okay. Phenolphthalein, universal indicator, tolong hafal warna. Last, lupa. Neutralization. And dilution. Okay, there's two activity there, neutralizations and dilutions. Okay, remember the formula. Neutralization, we use MAVA per MBVB over A over B. Dilution, we use M1V1 equal to M2V2. Okay, and then for salt, garam, your solubility, and then your preparation of salt, and the last one is on your cation test and anion test. Okay, so salt kalau nak tengok dia punya subtopik lebih kecil, but dia lebih banyak kena menghafal lah. Okay, kita tengok soalan 5 ni. Chapter 5. Question number 5, diagram 5 shows a chemical reactions for preparations of insoluble salt. So, ini insoluble salt. So, kita cuba hafal balik your solubility. Bagi mereka yang dah lupa, tolong hafal. Solubility, kalau kita ada sodium, potassium, ammonium, and nitrate, semua soluble. That's why I put tick. Kalau saya ada Cl minus, semua soluble except PAH. Kalau saya ada SO4 2 minus, semua soluble kecuali PBC. Kalau saya ada CO3 2 minus, semua insoluble kecuali SPA. Saya takut you lupa what is the SPA. So this is Na plus, K plus, NH4 plus, NO3 minus. P is Pb2 plus, Ag plus, Hg plus. Pb2 plus, Ba2 plus, Ca2 plus. Okay, so SPA balik atas Na plus, K plus, and NH4 plus. Okay, it's ammonium. Okay, so prepare insoluble salt. So kalau kita nak prepare insoluble salt, kita mesti guna double decomposition. Ini tolong hafal. Penguraian ganda 2. Okay, nama tindak balas dia. It's double decompositions, penguraian ganda 2. So you have Ki Apa maksud dia? Ki tambah PB NO3 bracket 2. Penguraian ganda 2 maksudnya semua yang ni akan urai. Dia urai 2 kali. So ganda 2. After urai, diorang akan sambung balik. Okay, of course dia takkan sambung balik dengan sendiri, so dia orang akan bertukar. So K akan bersama dengan NO3, PB will become with your I. So you will get your KNO3 plus PbI2. Balance equation 2. So, why this is insoluble salt? Sebab dia mesti soluble, aqueous, soluble, aqueous, soluble, aqueous. Hanya satu yang tak soluble, which is S. Okay, soalan ni pelik sikit sebab dia adalah I2. So, kalau keluar I, you boleh refer Cl minus. Cl minus, I minus, Br minus sama je. Okay, cuma kita jarang hafal this. Boleh? Okay. What is insoluble salt? Boleh jawab definition? This is a very simple definition. Anyone? Salt that cannot be dissolved in water. Yes, that's all. Tu je. Okay. Garam tak terlarutkan adalah garam yang tidak larut dalam air. So sometimes there will be a very simple lah. Tapi kalau you tengok dia lebih spesifik pada suhu bilik. At room temperature. Sebab ada special garam yang dia larut pada air panas. Okay. So insoluble salt is the salt that do not dissolve in water at room temperature. Boleh tak saya tukar do not dissolve jadi insoluble? You just write insoluble. Atau you kata do not soluble. Yes or no? Hello. Okay, Adrian kata yes, Hong Chun kata no. The answer is no. Okay, guna dissolve, which is kata kerja. Okay, use dissolve as the kata kerja. Yes, because you need to define insoluble. You sebenarnya kena bagi tahu what is actually insoluble. Insoluble maksudnya tidak larut dalam air. Cuma dalam BM, dia tak berbeza sangat. Okay, tapi untuk BI dia a bit susah sikit. Sebab BM is still larut, right? BM dia tak ada perkataan lain. But BI, they need to be used dissolve. Because soluble is the nouns. Dissolve is the verbs. Okay, so name the reaction. This is double decomposition. Okay, write the chemical equation. Persamaan kimia. I dah tulis dekat atas tadi. So this is the chemical equation. Cuma saya nak bagi tahu, remember when you need to prepare an insoluble salt, it must be too aqueous. Let's say cikgu bagi contoh, saya nak AgCl. This is insoluble, right? So, apa bahan kimia yang sesuai untuk prepare AgCl? So, apa you buat? Pecahkan separuh. This is the paling simple way. Here, you add in nitrate ion. Here, you add in sodium ion. So, it will be AgNO3 tambah NaCl produce AgCl plus NaNO3. Okay. Every time you add in nitrate for the positive ion and then the sodium ion for your negative ion. Sebab kenapa cikgu hanya pakai nitrate and sodium? Sebab nitrate dan sodium is always soluble. Okay, dia adalah yang sentiasa larut. So, tak payah fikir banyak-banyak. Kalau you nak fikir banyak, bolehlah you carilah. Ag siapa yang larut, Cl siapa yang larut. You must have both aqueous salt solution. Baru boleh double decomposition. Okay, so this is calculation. So, soalan ni cikgu akan tunjuk sebab need to refresh back, revise back, calculation. Setiap kali kena ada apa. So, 0.01 mol larutan plumbum 2 nitrate bertindak balas dengan larutan kalium iodida berlebihan. Hitung jisim mendakan yang terbentuk. So, your jisim mendakan is PbI2. So, our equation PbNO3 bracket 2 plus Ki produce KNO3 plus PbI2 balance equation 2, 2. So start, first of all, you must have the number of mole. Biasanya 0.1 is number of mole. Tapi untuk soalan ni, number of mole dah tak payah kira. Sebab dia dah bagi. So you have 0.01 mole PbNO3 2. Ini dia dah bagi. So, apa yang you nak cari? You nak cari PbI2, which is ini berapa? So, 0.1 untuk soalan ini, dia akan start daripada ratio. So, 1 mole PbNO3 bracket 2 akan ratio 1 mole PbI2. So 0.01 mole PbNO3 bracket 2, it will ratio 0.01 mole PbI2. So this is the ratio. So after you get the ratio, then barulah kita boleh kira mass. So mass of PbI2 equal to 0.01 times PBI2. So it's 207 tambah 2 darab 127. So it's 127 times 2 plus 207 times 0.01. So kita akan dapat 4.61 gram. So every time sekiranya soalan calculation keluar, pastikan do it step by step and very clear. Boleh nampak dengan jelas. So this type soalan ini saya dah bagi a very clear steps. Start with chemical equation. And then finding the mole. So mole ada banyak cara boleh kira kalau diberi mass. So mass bahagi molar mass. Kalau bahagi volume, bahagi dengan molar volume. And kena ingat ini volume ialah volume of gas. Kalau volume yang solution, that one we use MV per 1000. M ialah kepekatan, V adalah isi padu, larutan. Equation, mole, dan mesti ratio. Okay, 2, 3, and then 4 is what you need. Okay, tengoklah soalan apa dia nak. Dia nak mass ke, dia nak volume ke. So, buat step by step. Equation, kalau dia tak sebut suruh tulis, kalau soalan sebelum ni tak ada, then you need to write also. Okay, sebab kadang-kadang soalan yang dalam essay, dia tak sebut. You need to write all. Okay, next. Larutan kalium iodida dalam rajah 5 digantikan dengan larutan klorida. Tulis persamaan ion bagi tindak balas ini. Okay. If persamaan ion, cikgu bagi cara malas. Persamaan ion, kalau you dah tahu, you punya insoluble salt adalah siapa? So, persamaan ion ini hanya berdasarkan insoluble salt. So, kalau tadi cikgu ada Ki tambah PbNO3 bracket 2, cikgu dapat PbI2 tambah KNO3. So, ini ialah saya punya insoluble salt, solid. So, my ionic equation will become PbI2. Macam mana dapat PbI2? Datang dari Pb2 plus dengan I minus. So, 2, 2. So, sekarang dia kata dia tak nak pakai Ki, dia pakai KCl. Tambah lead 2 nitrate juga. So, you will get PbCl2 tambah 2KNO3 balance equation 2. Okay, so yang insoluble is still your solid PbCl2. So, your ionic equation adalah bagaimana dapat PbCl2? Pb2 plus tambah 2Cl minus. So, you get Pb2 plus 2Cl minus produce PbCl2. So, siap soalan 5. Ada soalan tentang this one? But ini untuk this is solely for double decompositions, right? Okay. Okay. Tengok set. Contoh-contoh soalan acid and base. Okay. Untuk acid base, dia actually suka keluar tentang strong acid, weak acid and whatever lah. Okay, tapi tak ada masalah. You must, ada satu tadi saya tertinggal which is monoprotic and diprotic acid . Itu kena tengok balik juga. So this one, these questions, this is 2 acid, Melaka. Jeruk buah-buahan, you ada acid X. Acid X adalah acid monoprotic. Okay. Kena ingat, in our syllabus, acid that you learn is HCl, HNO3, H2SO4, H3PO4, and then is your HCOOH, and then is your CH3COOH. Okay, ini adalah contoh-contoh acid yang kamu belajar lah. Ada juga like oxalic acid, like lauric acid. Okay. But all this oxalic acid, lauric acid, propanoic acid ke whatever acid, bawah ni all is weak acid. You need to remember strong acid yang kamu belajar dalam SPM syllabus, there's only 3, which is HCl, HNO3, and H2SO4. Ini ialah strong acid. Bawah tu semua ialah weak acid walaupun H3PO4. It's also weak acid. Sebab walaupun dia ada 3 H+, but all these weak acid semuanya ionized partially in water. Mengion separa. Tapi HCl, HNO3, H2SO4, ini semua ionized completely in water. Dan apabila dia strong acid, dia ionize completely. So, kepekatan H+. Concentration of H+ is higher. pH will be lower. Ionic acid, weak acid yang bawah-bawah ni semuanya adalah kepekatan H+ yang rendah, pH-nya akan jadi tinggi. So, kalau you tengok ada 2 jenis acid, so biasanya mesti datang dari yang macam ni. So, jeruk buah-buahan acid X, so you dah tahu kalau nak buat jeruk buah-buahan, acid yang kita pakai, you nak buat jeruk, you nak buat fruit pickles, the bahan that you use must be vinegar. Okay? Bahan yang ada di dapur yang kamu nak pakai tu mesti datang daripada you punya cuka. So, dalam cuka, asid yang wujud hanyalah ethanoic acid, which is your CH3COOH. So, you dah tahu acid X adalah CH3COOH. Dan dia kata dia monoprotic acid. So, kita ulang kaji . What is actually monoprotic acid? Monoprotic acid means you only have one H+. CH3COOH ionized in water. you will get CH3COO minus plus H plus. Walaupun ada banyak H di depan, but only one H plus is ionized. So we call it monoprotic. Satu saja. And then next, acid plumbum, lead acid accumulator, ataupun this is car battery. Kalau car battery, acid yang kita pakai mesti H2SO4. Kalau dia H2SO4, dia adalah diprotic acid. Kenapa dia diprotic? Sebab H2SO4 larut dalam air akan dapat H plus dan SO4 2 minus. Dan saya akan dapat 2 H plus. So this is meaning diprotic acid. So kalau triprotic means ada 3 lah. But you must remember all this weak acid is only 1 H plus. Hanya ambil yang H daripada COO. Depan tak ada. Okay. Kecuali H3PO4, you got triprotic acid. Tapi walaupun dia triprotic, tapi dia masih weak. So, okay? Boleh? So, this is kita ulang kaji balik. Strong acid, weak acid, monoprotic acid, diprotic acid, triprotic acid. So, what is acid? Acid is a chemical substance, bahan kimia that ionize in water to produce hydrogen ion. Okay, dia adalah bahan kimia yang ionize, mengion dalam air, then you dapat H plus. So, kena pasti acid Y, ini ialah sulfuric acid lah, H2SO4. Okay, so contoh-contoh acid yang wajib yang sama, car battery mesti pakai sulfuric acid, cuka mesti ethanoic acid. Itu yang 2 example yang dah fix. You tak boleh tukar dengan benda yang lain. Okay, acid X, acid Y mempunyai kepekatan yang sama. Jelaskan mengapa nilai pH kedua-dua acid adalah berbeza. So, one is CH3COOH, one is H2SO4. Okay, what is our answer? Strong, weak, ataupun monoprotic, atau diprotic, ataupun semua kena sebut. Yalah, it's different of H plus. Okay, first one. You have different pH. Tengok. Remember, SPM question, every time it said, why different pH? So, first point, you must mention, apa yang different? Okay? It said there are different pH, so you go to check Y and X. Oh, this one 4.8. This one 4.8. This one 1.0. Okay, this is the difference. So why they're different? What is the difference? So you will write pH of acid Y is lower. State the differences dulu. Ini yang sentiasa kita lupa. Sebab kita dah assume, oh dia dah bagilah. Oh no, dia tak bagi. Dia hanya bagi nombor. Kecuali dia tanya, Why the pH of acid Y is lower? Then you tak payah sebut this one lagi. If they said, oh, they are different, what is the difference? Why they are different? So mention the difference first. Okay, which one lower, which one higher, which one bigger? Okay, boleh? That one must be your point 1. Okay, point 2. Like Isaac said, Adrian said, pH of acid Y is lower, so concentration of H plus of acid Y is higher. Kan? Kita dah tahu. Lower pH, higher concentration of H plus. So point 1, point 2 tak akan lari. It's your point 3. Point 3, you need to mention why the concentration of H plus is different since the question asks you that they have same concentration. This question is a bit confusing because you have two different concepts. So my question is, you need to write both or no need. What is my meaning of different concept? Because one is diprotic. Wait. I tulis bawah lah. This one is monoprotic. And this is weak. This one is diprotic and also strong. So, do we need to do all? Means I say acid Y is a strong diprotic acid. Acid X is weak monoprotic acid. For me, I don't accept until you write strong acid or diprotic acid only. You need to explain what is strong diprotic, what is weak diprotic. But for these questions, mono and di, it not necessary lah. Okay, but if you want to mention all, it also can. So I will answer like this. 1 mole acid Y ionize completely to produce 2 mole of hydrogen ion. And then 1 mole acid X ionize partially to produce. Is it 1 mole? Is that 1 mole? Yes, you earn dear weak monoprotic dear weak. So it will become less than 1 mole of H plus ion. That's why I kata soalan ini very confusing. Biasanya kalau dia datanya strong and weak, it will not come out monoprotic and die lagi. Okay? But because we cannot foreseen. Kita tak boleh foreseen apa jawapan yang panel nak. Okay, so we need to be a very specific where my answer, our answer is not only focused on strong and weak, but also die and mono. Okay? Sebab there is two. Biasanya kalau soalan yang ini, they will come out the same monoprotic. Maksudnya, you will have satu ionized partially, satu ionized completely, satu higher concentration, satu lower. But because we have di and mono, we need to explain. If this is HCl, this is strong mono, then only you will write 1 mole HCl ionized completely to produce, oh sorry, this one all this part must be in water at the tinggal to produce 1 mole H plus ionized completely in water. Okay, so for X, because it's a weak, so you cannot get 1 mole, you only get less than 1 mole because not all acid X ionized. Okay, and for this strong and monoprotic acid, strong and weak acid, I noticed that some of the books or student, they write water ionized acid. Ini salah. Okay, it's not the water that ionized the acid, but it's the acid ionized in water. Kalau you tulis water ionized acid, it's like H2O is the one who become H plus and OH minus. Okay, so it's different. So don't confuse and don't mix up. So now it's 12:10. So we will stop at here. Continue tomorrow, same timing. So I hope tomorrow, at least we can finish until chapter 1 from 5, which is redox. When you do revision, I hope maybe you have questions, then you can ask. If you listen to me, then I'm the one who blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, read through and then continue tomorrow. Thank you, class.